All right, one of the questions about camping is how do you stay cool in the summertime? Today it is, we're in June, the latter part of June. We're up in the middle part of Arkansas, north of Little Rock, and at the campsite it's 93 degrees. It's 101 heat index, and the air is very still, so it feels incredibly muggy. So what I want to try out is this Artic Air Pure Chill. You see these on TV and advertised on Amazon, and so I'm going to actually try one out, and I have the ability to actually seal the back zone, the sleeping zone of this tent. This is our Hailing, it's our Kampa Breen 3 Air Classic. It's a technical cotton tent. That's the best material you can have for winter or summer. I can seal everything off, both doors and windows, but I think I'll just try to set this up and follow the instructions. Now, you are going to need power, and that's one thing. I'm going to use this Ryobi 800 watt converter. I've got a Ryobi 18 volt battery pack on the bottom down here, and I'm going to turn this on. Another thing that's real important is how much power is this pulling, because it says it can run, this Artic Chill can run for 10 hours on one fill somewhere in the box. And we're going to check this out. I'm not excited about it adding more humidity, but we're going to see what this can do, and I'm going to let you decide. I'll give you all the information I can. Oh, here it is, says right here, runs up to 10 hours per fill. Now that would get me through the night, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that can do the job. Apparently it has lights and things like that. So, you know what, real quick, before I do anything, let's check the heat in here. And you know what I think we'll do is we'll run the, we'll use the boxes. If somebody was sleeping right here, that would be their head. And then what would it feel like on their head down here? And then what would a pillow feel like, let's say a few feet away? So that's just about 3 feet away. So let's check the temperature real quick and see what we got going on. So the box is coming in at 90 degrees. The pillow, 90 degrees. The back of the tent, 91. The front edge right here, put that in there, 90 degrees. All right, let's see if we can chill this down using this Artic Air Pure Chill. I really hope this works, because there is nothing worse than sweating at night when you're trying to sleep. And although I do have a big Canon fan right here, and I've got another fan over here, and I've got an even smaller fan over here, sometimes just moving the air around there is just so hot and muggy. So anyway, fingers crossed. I'm going to hook it up and check it every few minutes to see how we're doing. All right, I have filled the water up almost near the top, as it says, maybe a little bit lower. It's leaning a little bit to the right here. And I think another thing that's real important is let's check the temperature of the water before I put it in. I'm trying to get a reading. All right, 73 degrees, water in the tank. Showing the water in the tank, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. So, all right, let's check that. And all right, it's turned on. So let me put the lid on it. And I believe this is power. These are the lights. Okay, that's exciting. Maybe it'll be more beautiful at night. I don't know. I'll just go with the cool blue. All right, the fan is blowing, and you can adjust which way the fan goes. And we're going to see here how this is doing. Now, I'm not sure I want those lights at night We're gonna do this again tonight. I'm gonna run this tonight while I'm sleeping. Right now it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And all right, let's go ahead and do a quick check on this Artic Chill to see the air temperature that's coming out. Okay, now that's not good. I hope it's a lot colder than that. The water that's in there, is 66. That's what I really like. It's obvious I need to clean this temperature checker. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get in big trouble for that. No comments on this being dirty. It's packed in my bag with so many other things. Alright, so the air is coming out. And what are we doing here? 84, 85, 86. Now I do say you can soak the filter in the unit, and maybe that's a step we should have gone through. You can put the filter in the freezer. You know, the problem is when you're camping, you may not have a freezer. You may not be able to soak it in ice. This is the real test to see, is this unit really working? Can it cool down the area right next to you or around you, or even maybe 3 feet away? Is it possible it could even begin to cool an area? This is about 5 feet by 7.5 feet, about 6 feet high. You know, I'll calculate out the cubic feet, but could it begin to cool down an area such as this at all? So let's turn on the device here, and let's see first. Let's start out here and see if the pillow's gotten any cooler. Okay, so maybe what, 2 degrees? And then let's move over here, and we'll scan over here on the box. So that would be your head, basically, if you were sleeping. Or it could be your feet, depending on if you wanted your feet chilly or your head chilly. So 88 degrees. So a couple of degrees lower. Now it is getting a little bit cooler outside. It could be 1 to 2 degrees cooler outside. So is this having any impact? All right, let's go down here, because this is right next to the unit. And let's see what that shows. 88 degrees. Interesting. So '88, 88, '87. Let's check what's coming directly out of the unit. And 85. Go right inside here. 83, 82. Maybe getting a little cooler. I'm going to open up the top, the lid, and see the temperature of the water now. I think it was 67 degrees earlier. Let's see where we are now. So the water temperature, 67. So it's starting to warm up. And I also recommend you could add ice in here, make that cooler. But we've got 77 degrees water and 80, so we've got 83 coming out, 84. Let's move it around a little bit. 86. Almost 10 degrees warmer coming out of the device, and that's why this is not an air conditioner. This is more like a swamp cooler. That's very important to understand. I think a lot of people hear Artic Chill and they think that this is somehow going to dramatically evaporate the air and become an air conditioner. It is not that. So don't expect that. You gotta have the right expectations. Back over here to check. We're at still 88 degrees. So it's hard to say. Oh, by the way, let's check and see the power. It's pulling 9.6 watts, which is not a lot of power. That's good news. And you know, at less than 10 watts, I mean, you can run off a battery pack like this. Let me think here real quick. 418 volts, 4 amps, so we got 72 watts. So this should pull for about 10. Let's see, 72 watts, 10 volts an hour. Yeah, that should pull for what, 7 hours? So we got plenty of power. We got cold water in there, and I'm not sure. You know, maybe I get some ice later and try it and see if ice makes a big difference. I could get the water a lot cooler. Let's see what we got again. I could get the water a lot cooler. Would that change things? Now the only issue becomes is that water, the ice will melt, and then it's going to again get warmer. But you know, if we could start in the 40s or 50s with the temperature, maybe that'll have a big impact. It's about 9:40 and it's time now to get ready for bed. So I get up early tomorrow morning around 6 o'clock and break camp, get loaded, and get out of here. So let's check this out. Now, the water temperature, it's been sitting here for several hours. We were having dinner and doing other things. So let's do a quick check to see how the water's doing. What's the temperature of the water? Okay, temperature of the water is 81 degrees. All right. And put that back in here. And I don't really have much colder water. I know what we have coming out of here. So we got, all right, so it's about coming up on 9:45. It's about time to go to bed, and wanted to check this one more time. Let me check the water temperature real quick. It's water temperature is 81. So I'd probably put a little colder water in there, but you know what? I don't want to leave the tent right now, and let's see if it's making the water any colder coming out of here. Can you see that? 79, 78. So 1 or 2 degrees cooler. It feels a little cooler, but I don't know. As we move back and check against something, let's see here. What do we have there? 80 degrees. Right next to it, and where the head would be. 80 degrees. Back here, the pillow, about 3 feet away. 81 degrees also. So, is it cool in the overall temperature? I mean, let me check the tent. Right side temperature of the tent is 70, 980. Okay. So here's what's interesting. Let's check this. Let me go ahead and turn it off. Let's check this against the temperature of a regular fan. I've got a a small Ryobi down here. Let me turn this one on. Let me turn this fan on and see. Look, I'm gonna turn on to high. Oh gosh, that's a lot of wind. Let's see what the temperature coming on there is to see if it's. I mean, it's just pulling basically air from the rest of the tent, and let's see what this feels like. 80 degrees, 81. This feels really cool. It's moving a lot of air. And 80, back to 81. I'll turn both off. Let's see. So I'm gonna turn this one on here. And see if it's really any cooler. Let's see. It's 78. So the cooling of the water, 2 degrees. If 2 degrees is much nicer for you and dealing with the water and everything else that you got to do, I mean, get the pretty light, as opposed to just having a fan that moves a lot of air, then this might be a good thing for you. Again, you have to have power, so when you're camping, you got to make sure that you have something that can run these fans. And in this case, I'm using a Ryobi 800 watt inverter, and I'm doing it, I've got a 9 amp 18 volt Ryobi battery on here. So I hope you can hear, there's a lot of wind noise, but all right, so I'm gonna leave this running tonight, and maybe if I wake up, I'll check it out, but maybe it'll be running tomorrow morning. It says it'll run for 10 hours on this amount of water. And I think I've got enough battery power, 9 amps times 18, 72, 162 watts. I'm about 3/4 down, so 120 watts roughly around there. So this is pulling 6 to 8, and I don't know what this is pulling, but anyway, hopefully this will get us through 8 hours, and we'll see what we got, and then you can make a conclusion on what makes sense for you, camping or in your office or wherever.